Oh man. So, what'd you think of that Transformers last night movie trailer? Honestly, I thought it was a piece of crap. Hey, you seem to like it, so yeah, because you're a robot. I'm not trying to be racist to you. Hey man, what's up?
What do you mean, what's up? Huh? What do you mean, what's up?
Calm down, man. Calm down. I was just asking a question. No need to take it on me. You're basically taking it on yourself as a McClone. But, whatever, fine.
Didn't you read, like, the freaking latest volume of Index that just came out? It's freaking awesome!
Yeah, I mean, there's like an app or something for that now, I think. But yeah, so what got you all pumped you about Index? Was it the part where you find out that Laura's actually a crazy demon god Corozum and wants to destroy the world?
No, it wasn't that.
Okay, was it the part that like a Magic Breaker is just a kind of a copy thing that's not really that special?
No, it wasn't that.
Okay, was it the part where Alistair's actually kind of sort of a good guy and was kind of stopping the evil god demon for this whole plan of his, was just to make the city, make the thing, and is actually a super good guy now?
No, it wasn't that.
Okay, well, what was it then?
It was the sex magic, man! The sex magic!
What? Sex? Magic? That was a thing?
Yes. It's such a wonder, you know? I mean, it's like, what, sex magic and Index? Like, honestly, I probably should have seen it coming due to the aspects of the multiple magics and the multiple religions and the multiple, just flat out just weirdness from the Magic Society. But hey, I mean,
Okay, sheesh, excuse me. I don't freaking memorize every freaking thing on a book. Sheesh, man. I mean, all the stuff that happened in this volume, everything is pretty epic. I mean, sex magic was probably the last thing on my list.
you gotta learn freaking sex magic. You know? It's like, do you study under Hermes, the god of love, or whatever? Is it like you like study under a different magician? What religion? Like, what? I'm guessing Greek, because the whole god of love thing. Obviously, like, does it come in a manifestation of a bow? Does a girl that become horny or whatever when you freaking shoot her with the sex magic bow? Is it like? Do you just use sex magic and a bunch of freaking tentacles come out of your hand? Do you like become a guy? If you're a girl, or a girl if you're a guy. There's just so many applications for this, It's just freaking crazy.
Okay, dude. Apparently, you're freaking losing it. So I'm gonna take this robot, and we're probably gonna go somewhere again, just to, just let you be who you are. I'm weird, you're weird. I mean, yeah, I'm calling you, so basically I am kind of weird. But yeah, see you later, dude. I'm gonna take this robot to like one of those, what was it, like a monster truck thing? I'm sure he'll like it. I mean, monster trucks are kind of like robots, it's just, I don't know. See you, dude.
No appreciation for the freaking series. Hello, everybody. A certain reviewer here to do a certain magical index, New Testament, volume 18, chapter 3 through question mark. Chapter 3 goes over a lot of Alistair's past. Apparently, his origins were from London. Apparently, he was also a part of a cabal. It was the Golden Cabal, I think. Yeah, he was a part of that. He was also in between sort of these two factions called the Mathers and the Westcotts. He was going to marry into the Mathers, I believe. And or that might have been later down the road after Rose, or yeah, Rose was her name. But yeah, the Westcotts also wanted him because he was pretty good at magic. He could do all this crazy stuff, and he was basically making another Bible in a sense, an object that kind of improved magic. He was basing it off the Bible, I guess you could say that. He was basically making it to where it would create a certain number of more miracles other than the Bible could have. Basically, he wants to become Jesus. I mean, so Alistair basically is creating the Butwork kit that pretty much just improves magic and kind of grants wishes and all that stuff. And him and Mathers do the ritual. Sorry, words. creates like this weird demon tree thing. I think it kind of skirts away from that though. He mentions what the demon tree is, but I completely forget what the demon tree was. And yeah, as I said, it kind of scurries away from that and kind of goes back to Toma and others climbing up the Windowless building. And later on, Toma does encounter Micah, who for some reason people are shipping those two now for whatever reason. I mean, don't get me wrong, Micah's like a cute little girl, maid girl, but sheesh, man. I mean, come on. It's just Index and Toma makes more sense than that. Sheesh, these people. But yeah, we get some funny dialogue with Micah and Toma, and we later encounter Fran, who has built this little flotational device thing. And I believe Althinius was with them too. We have a funny moment with Toma and Althinius too. But yeah, they end up floating up, and Toma accidentally grabs her panties and almost pulls them down, and Mathers is kind of like floating next to them saying she enjoys that. And later down the road we see that, okay, I'm going to do my best if we're going to explain this. We see Alistair's master, whose name is Bennett. That's his last name, but honestly, that was the coolest part of his name, so I'm just going to call him Bennett. But yeah, we get to see his master, Bennett. And he has the same rod, I believe, that Alistair made. I don't think that's the rod he took. I think he made it based off of it. I don't know. I forget if that was the actual rod Alistair has now. But yeah, so we're going to get this cool little conversation of how they're saying Alistair's daughter will die due to the phases. And if you don't know what phases are, it's basically like a different phase of the Earth or something, or world that implies death. It was something weird like that. I don't know. Index is weird. But it has to do with sparks and how different people have a different effect on the world. And their religion is like affecting you in the future. I'm doing the best I can here, okay? Maybe someone in the comments can do it better. All I know is the phases are interfering with the sparks, even though they kind of don't really explain what sparks are in a sense. But it's like, it's just interfering with it. It's changing people around those people that have the phases and the sparks. And it's manipulating their future or something. And his daughter's gonna die because of it, and Alistair doesn't like that. Because they could get rid of it with their Imagine Breaker, basically. And he's like, no, that's dumb. So Alistair kills him with his, I believe it was tracking? It was, I'm going to say tripping magic. Tracking? Whatever. His tracking tripper magic. And he could form, and he can say specific numbers and form it into a weapon of memory, I suppose. If he can make it do this, it would kind of form, and I'm just guessing there. And he shoots him like multiple times with magic bullets, which I think is kind of a cool magic. Pretty cool how you activate it too. You just say 35, 15, 3, and just manifest whatever. It's a cool way of doing it, I guess, if you want to go out in style. He kills his master Bennett, who Imagine Breaker goes off into the world or whatever, and that's how it ended up getting with Toma. And as we know, in this chapter, it is an item used for exercising basically just ruin summons. If you summon something, it can be used to banish it. Hence, the Slayer of Demon thing. So basically, it's an exercising tool, basically like D. Greyman in a sense. How, anyone watch D. Greyman? No, man. The last season was kind of cool. Good animation. Which you could continue. But yeah. So, Imagine Breaker, kind of not the biggest revelation we were expecting, but it was pretty interesting seeing how Alistair's master was the last person that had it. Hence why Alistair would know a lot about it. Alistair gets blown to smithereens. His body's just all mangled by the other Cabal members, but he ends up making it to where they end up finding each other in the process after his death. And they end up finding each other ever since, and they split up into multiple cabals, hence Birdway's golden, hence why Bardway is always saying hers was the heir, because every single one of the cabals are saying they're the heirs to the specific cabal, lone cabal, and they've been battling ever since, pretty much, since, yeah, it was also Sprawl. Now, we don't get into context. This kind of annoyed me, but we didn't really get into context, because we know how Alistair got saved. He got saved by Heaven Chancellor, which you see him mangled and like torn up because of the explosion, because he's fighting multiple people. I believe maybe having cancer was like a traveling doctor maybe back then, because back then was like a long freaking time. Uh, I guess he saved him at some point, and then he just got up and met Rose, had Lilith, baby. And apparently he used his freaking wife for like experiments and demonstrations and stuff. It's freaking weird. I believe it was afterwards though. I think. No, I think it was after because they had the conversation, and then yeah, I think it was after the fact is when he had the daughter. But okay, sorry, always. Yeah, so after the fact he had the daughter, which I'm guessing maybe having cancer fixed him up before then. I don't remember any explanation of how he got his injury, how he was all like, "Yeah, I'm better." Later on down the road, but yeah, I guess having cancer was just traveling doctor who killed him up. I wish maybe they'll explain that in the next volume. He ends up being with Rose, names his daughter Lilith. It was a completely different name, but they changed it to Lilith just for simpler terms. And you know, and the Pappy, you know, his wife is getting the sex magic. That's a thing, I guess, shoving stuff up her. You know, yeah, Lilith ends up dying. Later down the road from an illness, just as the Cabal said, and that's when I think his wife ended up hating him, I think, for something. And yeah, Alistair just kind of cursed the world, and then he made Academy City to attract Toma, Imagine Breaker. And I guess that worked for all intents and purposes. Pretty overcomplicated way of doing it, but hey. So yeah, we find out that apparently Toma's like the influence of the city. If he was a cook, it would turn in the food wars. If he was a shogi player, you know, the one with the beads, and you slam him down. We turn into that one anime that was like aired a long time ago, but I forgot the name of. I watched one episode of it. If he was tennis player, it would turn into Prince of Tennis. Basically, it would turn in whatever anime he could really fantasize. If he was a ninja, it turned into Naruto. You know, that plain simple right there. Honestly, I would actually pretty dig an Index Naruto sort of spin-off thing. You know, like where all the characters in Naruto were indexed. I would totally love that. But yeah. Off topic. So later down the road, Toma kind of gets, you know, all the things Alistair did. You know, why he was kind of sort of being a jerk. You know, he had more of a reason than most of the characters in the next to really be a jerk. But hey, whatever, your preference. In Chapter 4, we get the big bad fight. That was super epic and super cool. Where we see Toma just fighting Alistair. He has the rod. Apparently the blasting rod just messes with your head. Like, that makes you... Like, he had his sword. I'm guessing this is what he used for the sword. He used, like, a sword, and if you thought it was this long, it would suddenly turn longer and mess with your head. So I guess the blasting rod is, like, an area of effect. Or something. Just whatever range. Like, the, you know, the big bubble or whatever in video games. I guess it's kind of like that. Pretty cool. I guess it's just there to look nice. Didn't really shoot anything. Honestly, I was expecting it to shoot lasers or something, but whatever, it's fine. He summons Awas. That was kind of cool. Oh yeah, he summons Toma using a black hole. Not important. But Sujimura and others are trying to, you know, get to him fighting Alistair and Awas. Oh yeah, Misaka finds the, she ends up, you know, kind of ignoring this signal, and she ends up interpreting it, help with Misaki, and finds Toma's signature and his nickname, I guess, on like a piece of metal, which I thought was kind of cool, kind of weird, and kind of, you know. But I forget if it was just like a transmission, and she just imprinted it on the. I think she just imprinted it on the piece of metal or something. I think. But yeah. So Alistair does something really weird. Toma's not really faring well against Alistair. He does something really weird. Misaka's on her way. She's gonna blow apart the windowless building, and he ends up kind of making the windowless building kind of pulsate, or I guess in a sense the core. You know those little core things? You see the light go through them. I'm guessing that happens, or my mind anyway. Fantasized it, and it ends up absorbing a lot of the Esper powers. But I thought that was really interesting. Misaki's like having a headache, and Accelerator doesn't really seem that affected when we... Oh yeah, there's a question mark thing where we see just Hamazur and Accelerator talking. It's not... You know, it's nothing significant, but it's there just to showcase, hey, they're returning next time. No, Accelerator seems fine. I guess it didn't really affect him since, you know, I guess the choker maybe? But whatever. He ends up manifesting Awas, which I thought was pretty cool. And we get a Toma and Awas fight. Honestly, I was not expecting that, but hey, cool. Toma gets the crap beat out of him pretty badly, Part of his arm he gets ripped. It doesn't get torn. It gets kind of like, just you can see like the exposed area. I'm guessing that's pretty much how it went. And you see the invisible stuff coming out, and Aosh just kind of grabs it, and he's like, "Oh, you made it pretty big, huh?" And he crushes it. Now, help me on this part. Was he talking to Alistair, saying, "Oh, you made the invisible thing pretty big, and he crushed it," or was he talking to Toma? "Oh, hey, you made it big, and he crushed it." I was having trouble deciphering whether he was talking to Alistair or Toma. Because I'm pretty sure Alistair and Aosh were in the same room when Aosh was fighting Toma. If so, I think him talking to Toma saying, "Hey, you made this pretty big, huh? Maybe I have a theory. Maybe that's, let's save that for another video." But yeah, he crushes it. And, Toma's hurting bad. Misaka just blows through the freaking thing. Just with a liquid railgun. Blows a giant hole. Everyone goes freaking flying. Alistair is severely injured from that explosion. Toma's somewhere. He's like dangling off a freaking like a roof, just hanging for life. We see Alistair kind of just kind of lying there bleeding, and we see Laura just kind of appear out of nowhere, and we reveal she's Alistair's daughter, or at least has the body of her daughter, or took it over or whatever. Apparently, Alistair had more daughters, which is kind of believable, I guess. But how many? We don't really know. I guess he had multiple ones. Didn't really mention the mother of this particular one, Laura, at least, but whatever. But apparently she was possessed by the demon Corazon. Yeah, so, Corazon, as we know, is a demon, a god demon, and then, everyone's theorizing that, since he's the god demon, the 8 dragons from Revelation. Honestly, I was on the side of the, 8-headed serpent, from Revelations, that kind of thing, the whole Bible thing going on there. But no, this is kind of like an age confrontation, how the dragons will fight back the demon, and yeah, I'm gonna make that a completely separate video, so yeah, just hang on with that one. I didn't do proper research on that one. I was doing more research on the volume. But yeah, don't worry, don't worry, tons of freaking videos are coming, discussion videos are coming up for this particular freaking thing. But yeah, so it turns out Laura's super like a demon. Basically, Laura gets a call, and apparently Alistair made like a bunch of freaking clones off of the it's been so long since I've heard that name. The big blimp. Hold on, it'll come to me in a second. Whatever, the computer, supercomputer, basically. And apparently made calculations to where it doubled. I forget the Pacific thing. I wasn't paying attention during that one Pacific part. I was really not into that. The whole calculation. They basically make clones, okay? They make clones, 1 million or something like that. 1 million possible versions. And they're attacking each simultaneously magical society. And, I was just kind of like laughing at it, and Laura's flipping out. And Toma falls. Misaka's fixing to catch him. Oh man, I want to see that anime. Just Misaka. They had a lot of like hand catch thing. They never get that, do they? Like World War One, they tried to do it, didn't work. This one didn't work. It's just kind of. Well, actually, it didn't work in the Hawaiian Invasion arc either. I remember Toma was like, outside of the plane, we're gonna catch each other. But yeah, apparently Alistair's little girl witch version of himself. He was probably the cutest thing I've ever freaking seen in my entire life. You're gonna hear me say that a lot about a lot of characters in future animes, I guess. But she says she's a different version of him. Boom, ending of this volume. Now, feel free to yell at me if I got anything wrong. Believe me, I deserve it. But yeah, this volume was really good. I really enjoyed it. I believe my predictions for next volume. I think, personally, we're going to see a lot of the magic side next volume. We're going to see maybe go back and forth through different parts, the different magical societies. We're going to see the one in London, maybe Aqua. I believe Aqua and Kanzaki and Stava there in London, I believe. So they're probably going to get their fights against Alistair's clones. Amakusa Christians, maybe they'll do some stuff. Necessarius. I don't really know who's at Necessarius. Estelle may be at Necessarius, but I don't know. we'll get to see the Golden Cabal Bardway, maybe fight off some people. Now the question is, are Alistair's clones like just as tough? Because if that's the case, ooh, people are gonna die. Okay. Now my guess with Toma at least is I doubt Alistair's. Well, if Alistair's clone was really like not that friendly, why would she save him to begin with? Maybe they obviously Alistair needs Toma for combating the threat. The demon, I don't know. So what I'm guessing next volume is that maybe Laura will come down, maybe say some stuff to Toma. Maybe they'll probably have their big fight. Misaka and Toma, maybe Alistair's clone maybe will fight, a little skirmish there. I'm betting Hamazur and Alistair are gonna be main again next volume. Kimichi's been freaking hiding them away in his pocket. But I imagine they're going to pop up on the scene and maybe we'll get a Toma, Misaka, Hamazur accelerator fight against Laura. And I guess maybe Alistair's clone will help too. I'm still on the fence. Like, it's kind of weird. Because it's like, why would Alistair be attacking all these magical places if he needs all the help he can get? But whatever. I guess he hates magic. Fine. It's cool. I'm on the fence of whether his clone that saved Toma is just doing that to capture him or something. Because I imagine that his clones may not have exact information of what just happened. Maybe they're just instructed to do something, maybe. Maybe they have their own free will, maybe something like that. I'm excited for next volume, though, just to see all these epic battles and just to see Alistair just do some stuff, all of his clones. What do all of his clones look like? Are we going to see a fat Alistair just eating some chips? Are we going to see all the archetypes in anime ever just be his clones? That'd be freaking amazing. But, yeah. I'm expecting a pretty cool... I'm not expecting the big battle with... At least not the final battle. Next volume, at least. I'm pretty sure all of us expect that, maybe. I don't know. But, next time I'll bring a script. I honestly thought I could do this like this, but I'll probably just write a script of stuff down. I honestly didn't like this, but I'll do it anyway. I'll edit it, and I'll make it good. And I'll definitely do some more discussion videos on this freaking stuff, and they'll be way better organized than this. I've just been busy lately. I've been doing a lot of stuff, so I apologize for this quick video. Honestly, I wanted to do something different with this, but I just couldn't apologize greatly. And, oh yeah, I will be doing my Discord discussion. It's been a busy week. I apologize for being really blah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. I didn't. I hated it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I had to do this 3 times.